everybody, this is the Daydreamer with Daydreams and Nightmares, and it is time for another contest video. This one is going to be for Gomez Comic Collector. He is celebrating his 100 subscriber mark. I want to say congratulations on hitting 100 subscribers. I believe you've gone way past that at this point. Now, well. And for the giveaway, he is asking that everybody is 18 plus. Of course, you need to be a subscriber. And then he has a few requests. He wants you to shout out at least 2 channels under 150. And then he has one question for you, and then a request for showing off a few comics. For shout outs, I was going to shout out 3. One is former YouTuber who recently has come back. He had actually closed out his channel. Young guy by the name of Liam was having some issues at home and wound up actually moving to France for a year, but wound up getting away from YouTube for a while, but he is back. He has a new YouTube channel called Super Collections. Currently only has 34 subscribers. Enjoys comic books, enjoys collectibles, currently into manga, and since he's over in France, he kind of has an opportunity to present a little bit of a perspective on collecting over in Europe as being an American over there and finding things there, which is kind of interesting as well. But definitely go check him out. I will leave a link for his channel in the description down below. Another gentleman recently put out a video promoting a lot of the folks that are in the community, comic book community, that are having giveaways, plus doing some shout outs for some other channels. So I thought maybe he deserved a shout out himself as well, since he is below 150 himself, and that would be Thomas Churchill. I will leave a link for his description down below as well. Go check out his channel, help him grow a little as well. Last I checked, he was at 127 subscribers himself. And then the third one I'm going to shout out is Mind the Comics, relatively new channel as well. He's currently at 103. He currently has and here's where he caught my attention, he currently has a run of videos going through the Volume 2 of Sandman. Of course, one of my favorite storylines, so definitely was checking out his perspective on that. But he's currently at 103. Go check him out as well, Mind the Comics. Leave that in the description down below as well. Now, for Gomez Comic Collector, he wanted to know what is it that made you start reading comics. For me, it was always started out with my passion for reading. I love to read. I love getting anything I could get my hands on at the library to read. Mix that with my love and passion for movies as well. And I discovered that within the realm of comic books, there were comic books that I could read that were about the movies that I was enjoying watching. So it led into that as well. And now he wants also you to show him 4 comics that you recently purchased, and he wants to know why. Of course, you've been staring at this one for a little bit here. True Believers #1, Iron Man, for the 100th Kirby celebration, first appearance of Iron Man. For the purposes of this here, it was actually in Tales of Suspense number 40 that he appeared. This is I'm a big huge fan of these True Believers. They're giving people an opportunity that like to get their hands actually on the comic books, to be able to read Grail comic books without paying Grail prices for them. And a big huge fan of all of those, and I've been trying to pick up them as they come out. Of course, one of my favorites in the bunch is I'm a big huge Wolverine fan, and first appearance of Wolverine in Hulk 181 is one of the hotter books out there and one of the more expensive books out there. So the fact that I could get my hands on a copy of that and be able to read that and have a copy of that without paying the Grail price of having an original version of that, I just absolutely love being able to do that. And I don't think it in any these True Believers, I don't think they in any way diminish the value of the originals at all, and it gets more people access to those books that you wouldn't be able to read. I do know that there's a big, huge surge of digital comic books out there, as well as books that are available digitally, and that seems to be the way the world is going. Everything's going digital. So all those older books are scanned into the computer, and you can read them in digital form. But I'm one of those people that likes to get my hands on the books that I'm reading as well. So it was very nice to be able to get my hands on some of these older stories through True Believers. Reborn, #1. This is a first printing, but it is one of the later covers. I believe this is, cover F? But it is a first printing of Reborn #1. One of the hotter stories in comic books to come out in the last year, on a lot of people's list for top books last year. Had not gotten a chance to get my hands on #1, so when I was out and about and saw this on the shelf, I had to get myself a copy of it as well. Speaking of which, Seven to Eternity, one of the hotter books out right now as well. Great artwork, great story. I have enjoyed these books as well, but also missed the boat on getting my hands on the first copy of this, the #1, and of course this is actually a second printing of it as well, but happy to get my hands on it so I can get the very first story as well. Of course I will be looking at trying to get my hands on a first print as well. And last, while I was out and about, I picked up a back issue. Recently I was watching, maybe it might have been as long as a month ago, the Great Legend Show. He was doing an auction, a run of the Spawn books that he had, and I've been going through my Image books, trying to get those organized in my collection, and discovered that I had I had a big collection at one point in the 90s when I stopped reading and collecting. I unloaded quite a few of them to pay some bills and things like that, and it would appear that this is one of the ones that I got rid of that I was missing from my Spawn run. And so when I saw this available in stores, a back issue as well, because I did not win it on Great Legend Show's auction. I got outbid on that in the last seconds. But I did want to get my hands on the first appearance of Angela. So when I saw it in the store, I picked that up as well. Not to mention that it's great story and great art by Todd McFarlane as well. That early Spawn stuff is really good. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. And I hope you enjoyed the video. For those that are watching, once again, I hope you did enjoy the video. Go check out Gomez Comic Collector. I will leave a link to his giveaway along with the 3 people I mentioned in the shout outs. And for those that are watching, thank you for watching.